Okay, so how has your dry January been? Tell me that.
So good that I haven't stopped.
True, I guess it's February. Yeah, honestly,
It is February.
Same.
January's over.
same actually.
It's
yeah.
like we cut. Well, maybe okay. So we talked about it last time. What level did you end up going to? Because I didn't touch anything on my phone. Like I didn't even watch YouTube on my phone for a month. I still watched.
Not even on the browser.
No. Well, like oh, on my phone. No, zero on the phone.
Dude, that's great.
I didn't do anything on the phone. Like literally zero on the phone.
Oh, that's phenomenal.
I did a little bit on the computer and a little bit on the TV. If I was like sitting down to like watch something.
That's fine.
Like I feel like you came out with a video last month and I sat down and watched that. Jake Frew had a video that was a banger. Like there was a few that stood out because I was like, I need to sit down and watch these and make time.
Yeah. Tell the people. Wow, the stuttering on today is crazy. Tell the people what we're talking about if they don't know yet. Like,
yeah,
we're doing the whole dry January thing.
Yeah, we're doing dry January, but I'm not really struggling with drinking. So instead of drinking, I chose to not do social media. And the way I did it was I technically didn't delete them off my phone, but I put the like permanent lock on them so that I couldn't even open them.
Yeah.
So YouTube Studio, Instagram, and Threads all got the lock. And I deleted TikTok a while back. Actually, I haven't been on TikTok in a while. So all of those in January, I didn't touch on my phone at all, which was kind of crazy. Like the first week, I think I was definitely kind of aimlessly
your thumbs
pulling
just
out
like email, bank statement.
Yep.
That's what.
Yep. Okay.
Randomly,
We're
that's
good.
what I started doing. Like I have checked my bank statement probably in January 95 million times. Like
Yeah. And my notes app. I've opened up my notes app a bajillion times just to like, well, I opened my phone. Maybe I'll write something down or pull it out. But
yeah.
So yeah, that's what I did. And I'm trying to remember,
So I came
did
late.
you do the same flavor?
You
came late.
I came late to the party because I like you were hyping it up and it was definitely on the vision board to be offline. And
Yeah.
I think it's just like I have a very like addictive personality a bit.
Yeah.
So like I just need to fully like remove it from my life. So I started I deleted Instagram, wasn't enough. Because I would just re-download it, delete it, re-download it, delete it. And I'm like, I'm actually wasting more time because I'm in the App Store now. So I fully deactivated my Instagram and feel great. Like got off the dating apps, got deleted YouTube off my phone.
Okay.
That's honestly YouTube, between YouTube Shorts and which exactly. There's nothing to say about YouTube Shorts. You don't need to watch them. They're literally just like they're there for you when you're your worst self.
Absolutely. No, I made that metaphor. I was like, I didn't realize how much like YouTube Shorts and Instagram was basically just like a smoke break, man. Like you're just like out there just like, oh, I just need a hit of something.
Totally.
And I was like, yeah. That was the biggest piece to me that surprised me because I never really felt like someone who would sit and scroll for like hours. I mean, it happened, but like not to the point where I was like, I feel like I have a problem. But again, I was just kind of curious about this because, you know, you and me, we're real big on touching grass. So I was like, sure, I'll give this a go.
Yeah.
And I think I just like immediately, it was immediately obvious to me how much I don't do like 3-hour Instagram binges very regularly, but I fill dead space all the time with
it's a reflex.
Shorts.
It's a reflex.
It's a reflex where it's like, oh, okay, I got 5 minutes before this next meeting instead of sitting here and waiting or texting you or, my wife, or, writing something down, or maybe like letting the previous meeting sink in. It's like, no, just pull it up, hit that real quick.
Yeah.
And then you're on to the next thing. Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Be like, I just watched a kid do a backflip on a scooter. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. If it was feeding me that, I might be more stoked. But, and so, yeah, I don't know, like, I just like immediately within the first week was like, whoa, I didn't realize I had such a problem in this realm, because now, like, that space is like sacred, and it's like dead. It's like, there's nothing going on in there. And I genuinely think, like, I don't know, that's why I'm still wanting to do it. Like, I mean, my memory is not great in general. Like, I'm really bad at remembering things, but I feel like this was maybe part of the reason why, is that, like, I didn't take any time to just, like,
absorb,
sit and process stuff. Yeah, absorb. Like, it's just like, no, instead of like thinking about life, just real quick hit that. And I feel like our brain, like, doesn't lock stuff in if in that 5-minute gap you don't sit on stuff. I don't know. It was weird. Like, I feel like this month I've been like sharper just in general. Mm-hmm. Like at work, I feel like I'm like remembering things, on top of stuff. Like, again, I don't think I had like a problem before, but it's noticeable. It feels noticeable.
Yeah. I mean, there was that thing that was going around like last year or whatever, that it's not even like a stat or anything, but it was like people making this argument, and they were like, tell me one like short form video that you watched today. Tell me one reel that made you laugh today. Or like, and people were just like, I actually can't answer that question.
Yeah.
And
I don't know what.
And it's true because of the volume of stuff that you're ingesting. The interesting thing that happened to me is my screen time didn't go down right away. Like I said, I was just like, I was like breaking at the seams to be like, do I need to check my checking account really quick?
Bank account was real tight.
Yeah, I was looking at my like workout app. I was like looking at like the progress I made. I'm like, it's 11:15, and I'm like looking at my weight for the last 3 to 6 months. I'm like, what is happening?
Yep.
Like, I'm just like, soothe me, phone, please soothe me.
Yeah.
Like,
Binky, throw it in. Yeah, pacifier.
Yeah, like that probably lasted like at least a week of me just like holding on to dear life for like the dark glow of the light. And I realized quickly that I needed to replace it with something. So I've kind of just picked the moments that I think it's a bit different for you because you're a dad, but for me, single male, who lives alone. Yeah. I spend a lot of time alone. And a lot of that is like phone right in front of my face, Instagram right in front of my face. I'm eating, YouTube video right there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yep.
So I have to replace that act because it's just become a reflex. So there's little things that I've done. Like now I will just like read a page or two in the morning while I'm eating. And I'm like, I can like remember what the page says.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm not trying to like blaze through an entire book in the morning. I'm just like, I'm going to read a page or two or however long it takes me to eat breakfast. And by the time I'm done, I'm still reading, and I'm just like, okay, well, let me just finish this chapter real quick. Like, I'm actually like using it for good a bit, and that I like.
Totally. Absolutely, dude.
Is there anything that you've like had to swap in that regard? Like, like a habit swap? Yeah.
I think and I've been trying to, that is one thing I've been like not great at this week because it's February and I'm trying to kind of figure it out. But like, I even though I could watch YouTube on the TV, I still spent a lot of last month actually watching movies instead. So like,
love that,
when I get up and eat breakfast and then like, do a stationary ride or something just to kick the day off. Like I would, I used to just like always watch YouTube, like no matter what, just YouTube. And this last month I was like, okay, like this isn't a rule that I'm making for myself, but also I'm just curious, what if I watch movies instead? And I mean, dude, I blasted through so many movies, and same thing. I found myself like, I'd eat my breakfast, finish my bike ride, and it's like, well, I got half this movie left, but that's okay. I'll just pause it and I'll watch it tomorrow. And it's fine, man. Like, you remember what happened. No big deal. Like, it's a well-crafted story if it's a good movie, and you pick it right up where you left it, usually at a good moment in the break in the story. And
I love that.
Like, I think it took me like 3 or 4 days to watch Godzilla -1, and I thought it was great. Thought it was awesome. Didn't have a problem with that. And so I watched a lot more movies. This week, I've been doing a lot more YouTube in the morning, and I feel like I need to
Dude, there's some people
feel that out.
That would lose their mind. They're like, you broke up a movie into 4 separate views.
Yeah.
I love that, though, dude. I love that. And that's such an interesting experiment, too, to be like, do I need it to be like a 10-minute video, an 8-minute video that is capturing my attention? And it's like, no, we've just conditioned ourselves to want that, need that, and we like being like, okay, one more. We like that. We really like that for some reason.
Yeah. And really, I mean, not exactly, but in a lot of ways, I mean, a movie is just a bunch of chunks anyway. Like, there's always, like, every time I paused, it wasn't like, oh, I'm going to pause in the middle of this fight scene. It's like, okay, let this scene resolve.
Yeah.
And then it's like, okay, sweet, natural pausing point, like, but within a YouTube video's time, you're at a point where it feels like it's a natural break anyway, if you want. But yeah, so I watched a lot more movies. I didn't read as much as I was hoping to, like you. So that's interesting to hear that you locked in on that one. I like that.
I'm not claiming to read a lot. I'm just saying.
Well, just that you did it.
Yeah.
Just that you did it.
Yeah.
Like, because I don't even think that I clocked more time in general reading than I have been. And then, what was the other one I wanted to say? My Notes app. My Notes app this last month became like disgusting. Like you're saying, like we've got our shared notes that we've been cranking away in. I've got like a workout tracking note. I've got my Movie Mondays notes. I've got all kinds of other things for other video ideas. And maybe that was where I almost kind of got the fix, is like, instead of opening up Instagram, I mean, I just open up notes, and sometimes I'd sit there just looking at it and maybe just close it and not even write anything. But that was my main substitute. And it didn't feel dirty at all because it was still screen time, but it didn't feel dirty.
Yeah. I play the Wordle every day now.
Oh, yeah.
And it's such a good game because once you're done, you're done. You're like, done. Oh, I got the word. Okay, well, I got to put my phone down.
Yep.
Like, I use my brain. Did you have
like a time of day you would do it, or just whenever?
In the morning, but like if I miss it,
in the morning,
whenever. Like, it's something I used to do, and like, don't know why I stopped. Like, Instagram became more important, and I love like, it's just such a simple little habit that like kind of gets the fix, but it's not like will suck you in for, however long. Like, it's just using your brain. Once you get the word, move on with your day. 5 minutes. One of the things that I wrote down, I'm just looking at our notes here. Is that it's such a, like, some of the stuff that I was thinking. Also, my thing is still voice notes. Like, and this month specifically, I noticed myself like talk to myself more, but I just remember it by voice noting. And I'm like, I'll make a note of this later. Which in the past couple of months did not do as much.
Oh, really?
So, which means to me that I am thinking more, or at least like catching myself thinking more, to be like, oh, that's an interesting thought. I'm gonna write that down, or like record that in a voice memo. And I think one of these thoughts that I was like, what the hell? That's interesting. Is consumption without enjoyment is dumb. And then wrote a bunch of question marks. Because like as you see it third party, I'm like, we are just consuming,
Yeah.
but it's without enjoyment because we're just like scrolling. Oh,
Yeah.
that's a
You're
cool ad.
literally-
That's a cool ad. That's a
That's
pretty
a cool
girl.
ad.
You know? Oh, that guy's
Yeah.
jacked. Crazy. Oh, Jeff
Yeah.
Nippard on a
Oh.
new workout? Okay, cool. But it's like,
Okay, sick. Yeah.
I'm not like outwardly like searching for these things. So I just like, we just never questioned it. We just got here.
Never.
We just got here.
We just got here.
like,
And I'm not entirely sure, like, yeah, no, you're pulling at a crazy thread there because I don't really know. I mean, I say this, but I guess, I mean, I do, but I'm with you. It feels like like when I say, oh, I don't really know how we got here, there's some truth to that where it's just like, you know, again, I was watching movies and just as satisfied. How did we get to that and then go to flipping through Jeff Nippard's workouts? You know,
yeah. Well, it's because
the
like
world, we all just decided that this was better for some reason.
like 10 years ago, like when Instagram was chronological and you're just following your friends, you're like, oh, I want to see stories is new. Okay, let me go through everyone's stories. And now
Yeah.
that habit is like just so forcefully built in that I'm like, I'm going to go through all these stories. I'm going to waste my time and go through stories. What are people doing right now? What are people doing? And then I'm like, what did I just do for 45 minutes? Nothing.
Nothing. Nothing.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah,
it's crazy. I
it
feel
is
like
crazy,
we're
dude.
like barking at the moon a tiny bit, but like there is. Have you noticed also how big, or maybe it's because that is my algorithm now of like getting offline is right now. Like the new wave that I've been seeing on YouTube
Yeah.
has been like getting offline, like using your phone less. How I've like dropped out of social media,
Yeah.
how I've like changed my brain, like all these things. Like this is the new, people are feeling it and people are starting to like make videos about it, which is, to me, I'm like, is this becoming trendy? Can this be a trend? I don't understand what's happening.
Yeah. How can it be an internet trend if the purpose is for all of us to not ultimately watch it, right? Well, no, and I've been getting fed a lot of the same thing. And here's the thing that I'm trying to dissect is that our demographics trend right now, having been a bunch of kids that grew up pre-internet and now went in hard, are now going to therapy and Alcoholics Anonymous and getting off of it.
Yeah, they'd be like, why do I have ADHD? And my therapist is like,
but,
I don't think that you do.
Yeah, I'm not sure that you do. It might be this.
yeah.
Right, exactly.
Yeah,
And-
like, have you tried turning the noise down to 0?
Yeah.
I'm like,
turn it down.
I'm like, no. I only turn it up. I only turn it loud.
Yeah, that's all I know. That's all I know how to do. Exactly. And so like, I don't like, you know, are the younger generations getting this same energy? Maybe. I don't know. Like when you see those videos, are they people our age or are they younger?
I think there's a young gen, like the new wave of YouTube, like Gen Z, and I think our like age, and mostly, honestly, women. Like a lot of female creators making the like essay type of like how that's what I'm seeing. I would say it's maybe like a 70-30 split of their voices and then like a few like filmmaker-y type of things. But I'm actively trying to watch less YouTube, obviously. Like that's the entire point of this. But desktop time I think is okay still, and a bit easier to like curate because you can feel yourself being at your laptop.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But I have actively tried to de-curate my surroundings, if that makes sense. Like I was talking about talk radio the other day to you.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Or like in this note. And like I listen to Spotify. That's like one of my noise things, honestly. Like I come in the door,
Yeah.
Spotify's playing. I leave, Spotify's playing. Like there's music or a podcast it's never silent in my house.
Yeah.
It's never like there's just no way that you can catch me in silence. Even to the point like while I'm editing, I will have music playing. And
dude, that's crazy.
Yeah, my buddy Nolan's been here a bunch of times while it's happening. And he's like, bro, this is driving me insane. I don't know how you're working right now. And I'm just like, because there's like different levels. Like I've tuned this out. It's just noise. It's literally now just noise. I'm not even listening. Like,
which is, and that's insane.
So
that's insane.
I've been trying to like let go of all of that, and like putting talk radio on has been like, because I don't get to choose what they play. You know,
No,
I don't get to choose what they play.
Yeah.
I don't get to choose what the segments are, what they're talking about. And it's been such a like let go of control thing. And I'm just like, this is nice. I mean, it's still Jazz FM that I'm listening to, which is one of my favorite radio stations, but still, it's still soothing.
Yeah. It's still way better. Yeah. No, that's sick, dude. That's a great idea. I didn't do anything like that, but
I think it's just clocking the noise. Like, I don't know what you must have a different noise tolerance and level as a dad in general. But I think clocking it in my surroundings that I've created for myself, and maybe that you've created for yourself, like these friction points of like going on Instagram, like all these things are noise. I'm sitting, eating, watching YouTube, noise, you know, like listening to music 24/7, noise. So like, what would you say? Like, do you have any off the top of your head that you'd classify in that bucket?
Yeah, I'm trying to decide. I mean, usually music is a pretty intentional thing for me.
Mm-hmm. Was Threads ever like that for you?
In terms of just like having it be noise, or
you were just like, I just want to like scroll and read some heat.
Oh, totally. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Threads. Threads is way too fun. I love Threads, but I it's like I never got on the Twitter train, and then Threads came out and it was way too easy to sign up, and I was like, okay, whatever. Yeah. And then I was like, okay, I get it. I get why people like Twitter. Yeah, maybe. I think the thing with the noise thing though is that like I'd wonder if like our brains are just different, because like I'm with you when you tell me that music thing, like that makes my head hurt, because like music is intentional. Music is like working out, doing the dishes.
It was a slippery slope.
I use it at work in tandem with noise canceling to make sure I don't hear other people talking if I need to get something done.
And that's exactly where it started. When I was in an office, and I was like, I would just put lo-fi beats on to drown out everything. And I was like, okay, this works. And then, dude, it just escalated for like years to be like, I always need something to drown out everything, so I can focus. You know? Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know that I'm built that sound. It's so interesting to hear this, because like I feel like there's a lot of noise, but I don't know that it translates the same way with how I feel about it. Because like if there was music in the background playing while I was editing, I think I would like just get angry. I would just be like, dude, I'm trying to listen to the music in my edit. This needs to be off. That's so funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, Threads is noise. And I mean, you're not wrong. Like I do put music on pretty frequently, so I don't, but for some reason to me, and maybe this is kind of interesting, like again, it seems like the levels are different here, but like music was something last month that I was like, no, I want more of that. Like I want less of the social media and more music, because for some reason that feels better. And so like I would do that sometimes, where it's like, hey, instead of like watching this, like, okay, let's go see if we can find a new song or something, you know, which felt social media-y, but I don't know. Music feels cleaner for some reason in my brain.
That's fair. That's super fair.
I don't know.
What's your relationship?
And I haven't really been on podcasts lately either. Podcasts haven't been doing it for me for a while.
I love podcasts. I can't. I can't relate.
I know
that.
you do.
But it's also
I know
like
you
a
do.
bit of noise. I have tuned it down this month though, to be fair. Like I would say my
Oh, okay.
consumption as a whole for music and podcasts has been down,
Okay.
which has been interesting.
Do you think music is like what's your stance there? Because I mean, in my mind, it's like I don't think there's no ceiling for music outside of maybe like, but even when you're with people, dude, as long as they're vibing, like music's great. I
Yeah,
don't know.
100%. Yeah, I'm there. I'm with you there.
Okay.
I'm with you there. What's your relationship been with creating right now? Like, or I guess this past month.
Yeah. Weird. That one I'm still trying to like,
Because this is
which is great.
the whole thing of it all, honestly. Like it
Yeah.
starts as like, okay, I need to lock into myself.
Yep.
And then over the course of the month, it's like, oh, this is a nice way of life. What if this was my life?
Totally. 100%. I got there really fast, and I think that like it's been nice this last couple weeks having a video idea that I'm really passionate about, but in general last month, like I was still making the videos I've been wanting to make for the bigger project
Yeah.
because I want to, but I will be honest with you, it did not feel, the desire was much lower. And I think you're hitting the nail on the head where it's like, wait a sec, I'm not plugged in to this game as a consumer. So why do I care if I contribute as a creator at all? Like, why does it matter? What's the point? You know, like I got there real fast, and I think that I don't think that that's entirely a true sentence, because I think creation is still super important, obviously, and like expressing yourself. But I don't know. There's a lot of ways that you can do that without being in the noise, man.
Yeah. Well, I think it forces you to look at what you're creating, which is interesting.
Yeah.
Not necessarily not add to like the noise, like, but I think it also opens up these doors of less friction, because if you're consuming more, then you're simply creating less. Like that's just how it works.
Totally. Yeah, I think I felt like I could have created more. And I don't think like output was probably the same or better. I'm trying to remember. I should go look. So you're right. Like I feel like it got out of my way to create, and then philosophically is where the voices started creeping in.
Yeah.
In terms of like,
Yeah.
okay, it was a lot easier to make this video. I didn't get distracted, but like,
Yeah.
I can't even pull it up on my phone and spend the whole day obsessing over the analytics. So who cares?
Yeah. It's just like, what did you write here? In your cons. I mean, kind of what you just said, I guess.
I just felt, I said the creating is still fun, but the pressure to keep grinding and cranking out content has felt so much less. Like it just, when you're not plugged into the game, it just doesn't feel like the mechanisms are pushing you. And so like that constant social reminder of making things and getting attention just wasn't on my head pressing constantly.
Totally. It really comes down to your want to make stuff, simply, you know?
Right.
You're making stuff
Right.
because you can't not make it, you know? Like, that's what I
exactly.
always say. And you have this thing ongoing of like, I have this bigger project that I want to complete, and that's the guiding light. And to get there, you don't need to be consuming things, really, you know?
No. If I didn't have that project, I probably would have like severely reduced output this last month, just because I would have been like, whoa, most of these ideas aren't. And that's kind of how I'm feeling, right? Like the video I'm working on right now, it's like, wait a sec, like I have kind of just been making to make. And why? Like, why do I need to kind of like do this consistent thing? Like, who cares? Like, make it when I'm
Yeah.
really
Well,
passionate
the
about it. And
experiment
if that's
that you're
every
doing-
6 months, yeah. Yeah, that one's different. Like this, and this one's motivating me. It's like, okay, you need to keep making
Yeah.
because the big carrot at the end of this stick is very exciting. But like
Yeah.
outside of that,
Which is so just comes down to choosing ideas essentially.
exactly. And I think we've talked about this. Like when this big project is over, I think I'm really going to sit for a while and probably find myself kind of being like, whoa, what do I even want to spend this much calories on next? Because, you know, we've talked a lot about how it's like, man, I'd really love to make more lo-fi content. But like after this month, I'm like, I don't know. Like, is that really what I want to do? Or do I want to, you know, do I want to be like Markiplier and maybe start to make an actual movie or something like really big and really expressive? I don't know, like pour more of the soul into it and attach less of the, well, I hit my Monday video. Good job.
Yeah. Yeah. I talk about this actually, this concept with Matt Attia quite often of just like
Okay.
trying to figure out that balance of just like, is it to hit the upload schedule or is it to like more or less just kind of sit in the value section, you know, when your values hit to be like, okay, this is a perfect storm, but then like
Yep.
that's never gonna, you know, like it's somewhere in the middle. I feel like that it's like
somewhere
that
in the
perfect
middle.
storm of just like, okay, because it's not like I'm gonna feel like creating all the time. We know that
No.
as creatives, that's not true. You have to push yourself to some sort of like just keep plugging away, and like things will get done. And done is better than perfect, you know, like we have these sayings because we as creatives will just sit there on the last like 5% and just, you know, just noodle over it for 9 months.
Yeah. Totally. No, I know, and that's what's killing me, man. I just can't. And that's the same thing with like the gym. Like you never, or just working out in general. Like you never really feel like it. You have to build up that
maybe
consistency.
Once a week, the stars align, and you're like, I have energy, I have time.
Yeah, I've got energy.
Heck yeah.
Time.
The rest of
I'm feeling
the rest of the week,
I'm rested. Yeah. But yeah, the rest of the time you don't care, or you don't want to.
Yeah.
But you got to like build up that habit. And I just keep struggling with creativity and how, because like working out is a very linear result. And so of course, building up that habit is the right answer, because what you get in, what you put out, and you should, but like creativity, it's like, it's so much more volatile, you know, but I don't know, maybe it's not, maybe I'm being pedantic about this.
I think I think you're 100% right and 100% wrong.
Yeah.
It's because it's kind of
course.
It's kind of exactly what I was like just saying, but it's like, but you are right. It is volatile. It's more like, yeah, I could for the next 4 years put out a video every single Monday and be like, I am gonna be a YouTuber, and every single Monday flop, you know, because the videos suck, because there's no soul, and there's no like actual value that I'm bringing.
Yeah.
But on the flip side, you know, if you do show up on a consistent schedule and you bring value, then it is exactly like the gym, and it's linear, and it's just like eventually it'll click, you know? And just like the gym, it's not going to happen in 3 months. It's not going to happen in 6 months, but a year from now you look back and you're like, holy shit, look at all this. Look at all this that I built.
Maybe that is a really important distinction, what you just said. That really hit home for me, which is
time.
Hey, if I want to do it Monday, if I want to release a video every Monday, then I would be a YouTuber. And maybe what you and I are realizing is that the type of creativity that gets us the most fired up does not fit into being a YouTuber. Because you're right. I think like
That's so interesting.
if your goal is to be a YouTuber and to hit an upload schedule, unless you are just completely doing it wrong and do not listen to any kind of mechanisms in terms of like achieving that goal, you will figure out and you will go, okay, this worked, this didn't, that got more clicks, this didn't. Like, you have to progress, but you're progressing towards being that YouTuber. You're not progressing towards being someone that can make movies, you know?
Yeah.
But maybe you and I are like, well, making movies is the more creative form that gets us. And I think that's what's honestly holding us back, is that like the thing that is the most exciting to us is just the platform does not really cater to. And maybe that's fine. Who cares? But maybe that's the problem, is we're like, man, we can't succeed because we're not doing this. It's like, well, that's not really how the game works. That's not what the game is designed, how it's designed to be played.
Yes.
And you can come in and you can play it that way, and you're going to get some people that really respect it, but you're not going to do it as it's designed.
Yeah, it's fair. It's a very, very fair statement. It makes me think of Atomic Habits and of like the weightlifting thing, to be like, you switch your identity slowly into like not someone who goes to the gym, like someone, like your identity just shifts to like, I like running, I am a runner. Like,
yep.
And it takes time. And if you don't align with that, to be like, oh, actually the label of YouTuber doesn't actually fit. So what label does fit? And that's a huge question and a hard question to ask, especially when the place that we're uploading and you're watching is YouTube. You know? Totally.
And to be fair, like there's different flavors of you and I's interests for sure. I mean, like being a YouTuber, making a podcast with Spencer, we've talked about it 1,000 times. We keep missing the mark, but like I could do that every week.
Yeah.
We could do this every week, and I would love that. But like the videos that I make, I just, it's like, I don't know that I can do what, maybe, I don't know. This is the existential thoughts I was having as I wasn't on the platforms this last month, and just going like, is this really what I want? Is this really what I'm chasing? Like,
oh my gosh.
Maybe.
Yeah. Well, let me hit you with our last existentialism then, of like,
okay,
with all of this, now that we've like kind of, not to say that we're like, we've seen everything, you know, but if you've never taken a bit of time off social media, highly suggest it. But the thing that we were thinking about was, do you need to have an online presence to make a living online as a creator? And I know that's a weird, very weird sentence, but I don't think all the platforms are equal. Therefore, I could upload long form content on YouTube, become popular, never sign up to Instagram, never sign up to Meta, never sign up to TikTok, and have a full-time living if I make it on YouTube. And vice versa, you make it on TikTok or whatever, you never touch the other platforms. Like, it's an interesting concept now more than ever, because I think we all have kind of come full circle. At one point, it was like, okay, if you're popular on Instagram, spread your audience everywhere. And of course, you don't want to like put all your eggs in one basket. But now I'm just like, do I even want that? Do I even want my eggs over there? Like,
do you even want to make a video for Instagram ever again?
No, and it goes back.
It
goes back to exactly what you're saying. I'm just like, well, I don't actually align with those things. I kind of align with this. So this makes sense. So I'm going to make a video here. All this stuff, I don't know if I need that. And I don't know if I need those people that find me there, because we're already off on the wrong foot if you find me on Instagram. Right. Because I'm this person. Right. I'm more close to this person on YouTube.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, do
you feel that, I mean, like personally, it sounds like you're basically implying that you feel that way about YouTube and Instagram, that Instagram is not, you're basically like, why would I ever make a video for Instagram?
Correct. Yeah. There's just no way that, like, There's just no way that my audience makes sense on both platforms.
Yeah. I mean, especially if you feel that way. Yeah.
Well,
like, I think that's so true.
In a way that like I like long form content.
Right. Yep.
Instagram does not like long form content.
No.
Period.
It
Done.
does not.
Conversation ended. You know what I mean?
Game over.
It's not that there's
Game
people
over.
that would like what I have to offer on Instagram, and that if I posted to be like, hey, I make DaVinci Resolve stuff and other stuff sometimes, that they'd be like, cool, I'll come over. But it's just like the work to get there just isn't. It goes back to the value thing of just like, if I'm gonna have to spend 40 hours a week on your app and make stuff for it, and all I get in return is, a few trickles, it's not worth it. Especially for the mental health side,
Totally. I was going to say, I mean, that seems like a complete no-brainer to me. That's so interesting because, okay, when you wrote that and when I read that in the notes, I didn't actually interpret it the way you just described, because I interpreted it as, could you be creative and working on some of this stuff, but not attached to, like, your face is not attached to any of it. And I was like, oh, that's really interesting, because that's basically what you do for a living. Not entirely.
Yeah,
that's not perfect, but like you make a living from social media and being creative, but it's not from your channel.
Yeah. I mean, that's an interesting thought as well, too, of like, there's this social, it's such a weird thing of like, I was talking about this with Tyler in the office the other day, of like the social currency that I'm effectively, quote unquote, missing out on, of not being like tagged on Instagram or whatever else.
Yeah.
Being and working with the people that I work with seems dumb to not be there. But it's just like, it is the greater good, because like the payoff is just like, I'm like, yeah, so like,
yeah, so exactly. Like what
1,000
what does
followers,
that get you?
1,000 new followers?
Yeah.
Cool. What does that get me? Nothing.
Yeah.
It gets me glued to my phone again. Okay, not worth it. Like,
yeah, exactly. And that's the thing, man. All of this comes back to more ways to get you glued. And I just am not vibing with that right now.
Yeah.
At all.
But
at all.
I want your opinion on like the flip side of it, because that's an interesting take on it. But what I've been thinking is like, if you really just aligned with like the YouTube value, didn't align with any of the social ones, like, can you just choose one social media right now and run with it and become a viable creator? Like, but everybody would tell you no. I think that the common.
You think so?
I think so. That it's like, how are you gonna be online and not have a website with Squarespace?
Yeah, it's funny because I'm being a contrarian to you, and I don't do. I mean, I don't have a website on Squarespace, so maybe that's my problem. Maybe that's why it's not working out for me.
I don't either. But it's like, it's the things that people say, right? To be like, if you have a portfolio, you need to be hosting it online so people can find you. And it's like,
yeah,
if you want.
That's the thing, is I think that I completely disagree. And okay, here's a good example. Like, I mean, Casey really didn't do anything anywhere else. The dude just made long form YouTube videos. Like, he has an Instagram and he tweets and he does all that stuff, but like, he's not. Do you think culturally he's really known for any of that? No, not at all. Zero.
That's such a good point.
Like, that dude was all in on YouTube.
Okay,
to
but
the nth degree.
To counter that was a long time ago.
Fair. That is fair. Yeah. Is there a modern example of this?
Still a great example.
The thing is that, yeah. But okay, so do we feel like TikTok and Instagram are separate?
Yes.
Okay.
There's people who have millions of TikTok followers. There's people who have millions of followers on TikTok that we've never even heard of.
Right. But that's what I'm saying is I think there's people doing short form to great success, and maybe they only post on Instagram. And I don't think they're doing anything on YouTube.
100%.
They're just making vertical videos.
100%.
So I agree with you. I think like if you've got, which is kind of what I was saying, is like if you vibe with a particular game, go play that game and go knock it dead, and don't mess with the other ones. Don't let the noise come in. Don't suddenly be like, yeah, I need to make a vertical video.
Yeah.
Like, why?
Yeah.
Why? I'm probably not going to make another vertical video again ever after this project's over, to be honest with you.
That's so funny. And honestly, so fair.
Oh, man. So fair.
So fair. All right.
It is fun. It's so quick. It's so easy, but yeah.
Time and a place. Never say never. Time and a place.
Time and a place.
How do you want to close this one out?
So it's February.
It's February.
What are you taking? What are you leaving? Like, I mean, this is a topic you and I will revisit 1,000 times over, I'm sure, before they put us in the dirt. But what
like of this
1 week from January, what are you letting back in, and what are you like, nope, I'm staying strong?
I'm gonna keep running my current setup.
Okay.
I think until like March.
Yeah.
At least I can feel in myself that like if I re-downloaded Instagram, it would be glued right back to my face. Like the habit isn't broken, essentially.
Yeah.
Like I'm still actively working on all of these things, and I can feel that.
Yeah.
And I enjoy having more time. You know, like not getting up in the morning, just being like, Instagram for one reel, just really quick, hit it, real quick, hit it, and then I turn my alarm off. 2 reels, and I'm like, oh shit, half an hour,
dude, for sure. Okay, though, I totally forgot about this, and you just reminded me of it. That was one immediate thing that I realized last month. I did not realize how much I used Instagram to get my ass woken up. Because like alarms wake me up and then I fall back asleep. But if I woke up and started hitting that dopamine,
you'd be
my
up.
brain get fired up, and then I'd still waste a half hour like you're saying, but at least I'd get out of bed. Whereas like sometimes this last month I was like, holy shit, I overslept and I gotta like motor to get to work, like type deal, because I'd sleep through all my alarms because I was tired and I didn't have the dopamine to just like jump into 6th gear immediately in my brain. Yeah. And that was weird because I was like, oh, that doesn't feel healthy.
Yeah. Like where did I put the other shoe? How did I get here?
How did I get here? Yeah.
That is an interesting one, man.
Because I mean, you get fed rage bait and like suddenly you're just like wide awake, and I didn't realize how much I was.
Even just the music, bro. Even like turn the music a little bit too loud first thing in the morning. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
Silence, please. I'll read. Give me the subtitles.
Yes. Exactly. But
I'm pretty good. No, I think if my alarm goes off and I actually have to get out of bed, I'm good.
Okay. Yeah.
But if
I'm working on that.
I'm working
on it.
If my phone is the alarm and all I have to do is reach over and then reach back. So again.
Oh, well, okay.
Phone.
That's my problem.
Not near the bed. Mm-mm.
So do you have an analog alarm?
No, it's just across the room, so I have to get out of the bed.
Smart. Maybe I should do that. Maybe I should try that tonight. See how that goes.
Because it sucks.
It sucks.
You're
it
like,
sucks. And I think my wife might kill me because it would take longer for me to get it turned off. But it would wake me up.
Yeah, because once you're up, you're like, well, I have 2 options. I can go back to this sweet little cozy cave I was in, or I can go downstairs.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's smart. I need to try that. Come up with some kind of system.
Or just put your phone, put your phone further and set that as an alarm and turn your actual alarm off. So you have to get up and go get your phone.
Yeah. 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 Okay.
Yeah, I don't know how we got here. What were we saying?
Well, we were just what are we leaving? What are we taking?
Oh, okay.
And you said you're keeping the current setup till March.
Yeah. See, a couple times I've been watching YouTube on the browser, but that only happens when people send me things.
That's fine.
Because it's incredibly hard and not a good experience to look up videos through your browser it doesn't work the other way. People have to send it to you.
Yeah, you got to open it up because someone sent it to you.
I think that's okay. Like being present with people who like, hey, check this out. I saw this. Yeah. I saw this and I thought of you. Check this out. I love that.
Yep.
So yeah,
that feels amazing.
Everything else, I have no I'm not posting anything to Instagram anyways. I think when I have something to post, I'll come back, which I anticipate a winter roundup of clips that will have shot.
Right. Yep. Which I do like those videos.
And yeah, and I think because I'm not trying to do that, I don't need to consume it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's where I'm at, consuming a bit less music. And I'm just going to keep running this until I'm can't or don't want to. I have no intention to stop currently. What about you?
Okay. Same. Yeah, I think I'm being a little more open to letting in YouTube again, again on TV and computer, but phone is staying the exact same setup because I just loved it way too much.
I will say that to the audience that Jake has a really good way that he watches YouTube, and I think we all need to adopt it a bit more in terms of curating your already curated feed to the things that you actually want to watch. I remember you made that whole playlist of just things I will actually watch versus just when you go, it's like going to Netflix and you pop on YouTube and you're like, oh, what do I want to watch? Versus just throughout your week, you've I'm going to watch YouTube on X day. I'm going to bank some videos that I actually want to watch so that I'm not fucking oh, I'll watch 2 minutes of this. Fuck it. 2 minutes of this. I don't like this. It just makes so much more sense. I feel like it's efficient and a good use of your time.
Yeah. No, and it would be so cool if somehow I could healthily have YouTube on my phone to curate, but make it so that I couldn't watch. Because that is one thing that I've noticed is I did both.
Yeah, true. Because
how would you curating on the TV kind of sucks. Because it's not as good of an interface. I still do it. I definitely still do it.
Somebody make that app. That app is begging to be made.
Yeah. It feels so niche. No one's making money on that thing. But
want to see your YouTube page, but not watch any of the videos?
Yeah, just make your watch later list for your TV. Yeah. That's the thing, though, is I really do like watching certain things on the TV. That just feels the same to me. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. Yeah, I'm rolling the exact same with trying to feel out maybe a little bit more YouTube TV time in some capacity. But I will be honest, I already didn't love. And I mean, the news this week kind of sucked, which is some of my YouTube TV time. I didn't love more of that and less movies this week. So we'll have to see. We'll see where we land by March. But I don't know. Tried to be a little more informed again, and the world certainly sucks right now. So it was kind of a bad week to be okay, should we do this YouTube thing again? Oh. Okay, well, I just watched my friend's really good video, but then okay, maybe I should learn about what's. Oh no.
You know what'd be cooler?
Yeah,
the new Tron or something.
Yeah. You know what? Let's go watch that other Predator movie that I never have watched. That sounds better.
Oh man, yeah. You know what? I'm gonna run back The Last Samurai for one more time.
Oh, dude. I know my Apple library is getting real delicious. I'm accumulating some good movies in there because I'm buying a lot of them.
Oh, nice,
nice that I watch.
Wait, so you couldn't buy K-pop Demon Hunters?
No.
Oh, that's so crazy.
Fuck subscriptions, man.
Dude, I just watched it this week and I was like blown away. I love animated movies, but like specifically ones that are like that. Like I liked the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I liked the Spider-Man animated. Like, but this one was just so good.
Chef's kiss.
So
yeah,
good.
dude. Like, it's funny because like the world exploded, and I was like, you know, like everyone else, I was like, okay, come on, like what's the deal? And then you watch it, and you're like, yep,
yeah,
I get it. This is a fantastic movie. Did you watch Corridor's video with the directors? Oh, so good, dude.
Yeah.
8 years to make that movie. Isn't that what they said?
Yeah, from like Inception to because like they were in pre-pro for like.
Can you imagine spending 8 years on anything?
Yeah. Well. Gosh. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Honestly, they made it because they could not make it.
Yeah.
8 years is crazy. And that is our final message.
Yep. End it right there.
Yeah, if you haven't seen K-pop Demon Hunters, definitely see it.